come with sweet Georgia Brown to Neptune. I mean, I can't hear y'all now. I'm trying to find out how many of y'all ready to go. Yeah, let's go.
Happy Friday, everybody. This is Christal with Reality Check, and this is Reality Check Special Edition. We are here in Johns Creek, Georgia, at the Ederra Bella Spa with Dr. Myla Bennett. Welcome, Dr. Myla.
Hello.
Now, you know I love coming to your spa because it's all about making women look their best.
And feel their best.
And still their
Yes.
best, but not taking them outside of who they absolutely are.
That's right.
And I love that about you. You don't try to create something different. You just enhance the way a woman's her natural beauty.
That's right.
So tonight, we're talking about cool sculpting.
Yes, that's my new toy.
Your new toy.
Yes.
And I am the guinea pig tonight.
I was the guinea pig earlier.
You're okay. So first of all, I've heard about cool sculpting. I have a really good friend of mine that studies all the different ways of weight of I guess it's not natural weight loss, but how you can look, just make some small changes without going under the knife. And this was something that was suggested to me. So when I heard that you were doing it, I was really interested to know what is the benefits, first of all, of cool sculpting that are different than someone would deal with liposuction.
Well, the main benefit is you're not getting surgery. Liposuction is definitely surgery. I mean, and a lot of times people don't really appreciate that it's surgery because the incisions are so small, and some people do the liposuction with them awake, and so they're thinking like, oh, it's not surgery, but it is. And so you don't have the risks that come along with, being put under the knife, as people like to say.
Right. So because I know people are starting to get liposuction and they're still awake and they're
right. I do that.
You do that too.
Well, I don't do it on. That's fake. You can't get no lunchtime lipo. You can't go back to work.
Right.
That day, but you can go back in like 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
So yeah, I do awake liposuction and liposuction under general anesthesia. It just depends on the person. But there's no downtime with this except for the time you're hooked up to the machine, and then you can walk out and do whatever you normally do in your life right away. It's a lot simpler in that regard. You don't have to wear a compression garment afterwards like you do with liposuction. I have my patients wear their compression garment for at least 3 months after surgery. And with cool sculpting, you literally you are unhooked from the machine and you go on about whatever you were doing before.
Wow, okay. So tell us, how does cool sculpting actually work? Like, what happens? Like, people say they're freezing the fat.
Yes.
How are we freezing the fat? What's the procedure that's happening while you're getting the treatment?
So the way cool sculpting works is the machine is attached to you have to be able to pinch it. So it needs to be pinchable fat. And the machine attaches to that area, and there's a vacuum, and it pulls the tissue into the apparatus, and it drops the temperature down to just above the freezing temperature of water, just above that. So what happens is your skin numbs, but it doesn't hurt your skin. And the fat starts to be damaged by the little crystals that kind of form in the fat. So once the fat is damaged, and then after the treatment is over, we remove the apparatus and we massage it. So then the little crystals that form in there keep stabbing at the fat cells after that to make sure, finish them off, right? Right. And so when your body tries to heal it and it can't, then your body causes something called apoptosis, which is programmed cell death. So it's like, we can't fix it, let's just get rid of it. And then it just carries it off and you excrete it.
Okay.
So that process takes about 3 months. Okay,
that was my next question. So when you first get the procedure, you may not see the results right away.
You don't see the results right away. A lot of people will start to see improvement after a few weeks, but you literally just gradually get smaller and smaller over 3 months. Some people will come in and, at their follow-up appointment, like, I just don't see a difference. And then we take pictures. Well, I had a cool sculpting machine when I was in my last practice, so that's how I know this, because I just got this machine just now. But we would take pictures, and then I would come in and see them with their before and after pictures, and they'd be like, oh. I'm like, yeah, girl, you were fabulous, but you weren't this fabulous 3 months ago.
Right.
And a lot of times they'll order more order more cool sculpting when they see. But it's hard to see it when it's changing slowly unless you compare the before and after picture.
Right. Now what type of people are candidates, or what type of areas maybe are candidates for cool sculpting? Because you mentioned that you have to be able to pinch, have enough to pinch, but what type of, because sometimes you see people and it looks like that maybe, is there any area that's too much, or size is too much? Okay, let's talk about that.
So technically, if you can pinch it, you can put the machine on it.
Okay.
But from a practical standpoint, if the pinch is this thick,
Not a pinch, that's
right. If it's like a Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's a whole lot, a 25% fat reduction in this much is not going to look very different
Okay.
to the naked eye. So then you would need to get like 5 or 6 treatments to that area. So now you're at a place where it's cost prohibitive for most people and doesn't make a lot of sense.
Okay.
So in those people, they probably need to lose weight, or perhaps maybe lipo is a better option.
Okay.
So I think, in my mind, the ideal candidate is someone who are pretty happy with most things, and then there's like 1 or 2 areas that are trouble. Like where if they have to lose weight to get them where they want to be, everything else is too small.
Right. I got you.
That's the ideal candidate.
So a lot of women, I'm going to speak about myself. I had children early. So I had my first baby at 20. I'm way past that now. We won't say how, well, we're way past that. She's very grown. But so after having a baby, and actually my first baby, I didn't have any. There was nothing because I was 20. It was just
right. It just went right back like what?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna happen again. The second baby at 23, and I thought, oh, this is not a big deal. Second baby, that didn't happen. So even though my stomach may not be and my closure may not be able to see it, but there's a just the little baby area, the little baby area there,
right.
that doesn't working out doesn't necessarily help that.
Right.
So is that an area that women
yes. That's perfect. That's what it's for, that type of thing.
Okay.
Yes, and then also we can treat the chin now. They have a little bitty petite handpiece for the chin, so I'll be hooked up to that, and they'll see me on Facebook with that thing coming off my chin. I'm about to cool sculpt my whole body away, child. Yes, so we can do the chin, we can do the arms, the inner and outer thighs. Now, the outer thighs, sometimes that's not the pinchable fat, but it kind of sticks out and it's clearly there.
It's the hips.
Yeah, so they have another special handpiece just for that. But everywhere else, you kind of need to be able to pinch it.
Okay, all right. So cool sculpting are there any cons? Are there any danger or anything that could possibly go wrong with it?
That's a great question. So one thing that happens to a lot of people after the treatment is they'll have like nummy or tingly or sharp shooty pains in there, especially in the abdomen. I haven't had really too many people, I didn't have too many people really complain about it like in the back or flank areas, but in the abdomen, that can last for a few weeks or a few months, but it resolves in everybody.
Okay.
So that's not a major thing, but it's annoying. That's one thing. One of the more, like, I guess the thing that you really don't want to happen that could happen with cool sculpting is called paradoxical adipose hyperplasia.
What is that?
Pull that one out the medical dictionary for y'all. Okay, so it's a big fancy term for paradoxical. It means the opposite.
Okay.
So it's the opposite of what we want to happen. Adipose means fat, and hyperplasia means like overgrowth. So what happens? So
the fat comes back more
bigger.
in that
So it's like I treated my belly and now it's bigger.
Oh my God.
So that can technically happen. It is so rare, like super rare.
In situations where that does happen, what is the
Cool Sculpting pays for you to get lipo. They literally pay for it. That's how.
What causes that?
Don't know.
We don't. Okay.
Haven't figured out why that happens. But it's really rare.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're getting ready to see more. If you're just tuning in, this is Christal with a special edition reality check. This is for all my ladies out there.
And guys.
But we favor the ladies. But you're right,
I know.
guys too.
I mean,
Everybody deserves to do a little something to make themselves.
Well, don't you
feel
want the
better.
guy to look good for you?
I do.
Right. So let them do something for once.
I want
The fellas
and
can
I
come
definitely,
too.
You know what? I had
Yeah.
guys tell me that men look okay with big stomachs, and I was like, that's
Says
not true.
you.
That is not true. We have not signed up for that. So yes, men, please pay attention as well. We're talking about cool sculpting here at Ederra Bella Spa, where you do so many different procedures. So if someone is watching and they're thinking that they may be interested and they don't know if they would be a candidate for cool sculpting or liposuction or what are some other things
Tummy
that you
tuck.
do? Tummy tucks.
Maybe they just need to lose weight. Maybe they need to lose weight to be able to get any of the stuff that I offer. Which brings me to my other love right now. I have a crush on something else right now.
Okay. What tell us.
My CBD tea.
See, okay.
Yes.
All right.
So you can lose weight with you like CBD tea? See, she ain't even in the shop, but she was cheering, and I'm all about CBD right now. Yes, I'm a fan of CBD right now. But the CBD detox tea can help you lose weight and help you slim down and be appropriate for surgery.
Okay.
Or if you're just trying to get extra fine after your surgery, you can do
all
that too.
trying to be extra
That's right.
fine.
So and it keeps you relaxed and all the other stuff. So you can lose weight,
Okay.
or you can get liposuction, tummy tuck. You can exercise.
You can exercise. You can take care of yourself.
You can do that, girl.
It's all good. Well, anything you want to do, you can definitely do that here at Ederra Spa. Give people your social media and how they can get in touch with you if they're interested in finding out more.
My Ederra's Instagram is Ederra, EDERRABELLA, or you can follow Dr. Myla, DRMYLA, and all of my pages are in the profile for that.
Okay, so this is exciting. I'm excited about this. I think this is exactly what I need. I have some areas here. It's not a lot, but a little something that I want to treat. So we're getting ready to go back into an actual room, and you guys are going to see the live coolsculpting demo.
You gon' move your feet. You can feel the heat. No. What?
Okay, so Dr. Myla, I just finished my treatment, and I gotta tell you, I wanted to fall asleep. I fell asleep.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad at all. So now, okay, so I finished. I got the massage. Everything is done.
How
I
the
go home.
massage feel?
I'm ticklish, so the massage tickles.
Oh, well, that's good because you were
yeah.
still probably a little numb from the.
I'm just really
Some people
ticklish in
think
my
the massage
stomach.
is a little uncomfortable, but it's quick, so it doesn't
Mhm.
matter. It's not worth not getting.
I actually was giggling throughout the whole because
Well,
I'm very
that's good.
ticklish.
See there.
So what happens now? What is the next? What should I expect to see next?
So now you just go about your life. Like
I can do that.
don't go and start eating a whole bunch of stuff. Eat the way you've been eating,
Okay.
and do you, and you'll start to shrink gradually. So I tell people to take a picture weekly. So
Okay.
if you have your treatment on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
take a picture every Friday, and then you'll be able, because it's hard to see the progression slowly, but if you have time, time
If you
stamps,
can see it, yeah.
you can see the evolution, and you'll shrink for the next 3 months.
Next 3 months, 12 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. All right. Thank you so much. Coolsculpting, for me, for the area that I had, I think it was a much better option for me right now than liposuction. If I don't have to go through that type of
No
procedure,
downtime.
I don't have anything leaking in 3 months. I
That's
definitely
right.
don't have
And
time.
you don't have to wear a garment.
Don't have to wear a garment, don't have to be doing all that. So I think it's a great option. It's actually, to me, a lot more affordable, and it's just a lot more feasible in your schedule. So I will check back in with you guys in 12 months. Thank you,
12
Dr.
weeks.
12 weeks. 12 weeks. Not
See, it made
3
us
months.
sleepy, y'all.
All right, so you can, of course, check Dr. Myla out. She's here in Johns Creek, Georgia at Ederra Spa. It's an absolutely beautiful facility, and believe me, if you have any little thing that you need to do, inspect skincare, and it's not even invasive. You have an actual skincare
I
line.
do have a skincare line, and I'm actually a minimalist compared to most surgeons and even dermatologists when it comes to the face. So I try to exhaust all things that will improve your face and make your face more youthful before I go and put injectables in your face and before I do surgery on your face.
Right. I love it. Well, you guys will definitely love the spa here. I am a big fan of Dr. Myla's. Thank you guys for tuning in, and you guys, I definitely will let you see my progress over the next 3 months. Thank you guys for tuning in, and this has been Reality Check. I will see you guys next time.